deeply hidden in this connection that you were tied to. This could be familial, this could be romantic, it could be friendship. But one thing I saw when I had split the tarot deck, I'm just gonna let y'all know, and it's funny because there's that confirmation right there too. This person gossips a lot about you guys. Like, they talk about how sensitive you are. You're someone who's also very intuitive, because I saw like the Queen of Cups. I feel like honestly you have a lot high emotional intelligence too, and so you might get irritated by people or not have as much patience with them because you know that a lot of times people know better. And some people really can't like genuinely help it, but that's not what we're talking about in this. But yeah, whoever this is, this could be a father or a father figure. But there's something with like someone wanting some sense of control. But you definitely embody divine feminine energy too with this queen right here. So like that means you're a sovereign. And I feel like this person's trying to trick you out of your spot and not allow you to see yourself through the lens of how spirit sees you. They want to try to brainwash you so you don't believe in yourself or trust in yourself and your capabilities. But yeah, there's something with you being sensitive. They gossip about this a lot. This person talks crap behind your back. You might sense it and pick up on it. You might even feel like the little hooks that hook into you because you could feel this person talking crap. So it's like you may already know who this is, but I feel like a lot of you guys wanted confirmation to know for sure if that's what you were picking up on and how this person shapeshifts and they're not really who they say they are. You know, oh wait, there's another card underneath here. Okay, wow. Okay, give me a second. That's yeah, okay. This person definitely wanted control over you guys. They didn't want you to be able to liberate yourself. They don't like how you liberate others. There's something about you being like a blueprint. You inspire other people to be themselves and to do things outside of the box or to think outside of the box. It's like you're a part of what's going to be the new normal here on Earth. You're the blueprint, the trendsetter, the pioneer, but I'm also seeing visionary. Definitely clairvoyant vibes here. So you definitely someone who has visions of things that's going to happen, like premonitions and stuff like that, whether that be when you're awake or in your dreams. So you have some pretty interesting, vivid dreams and you see a lot. I'm also seeing like you do travel different realms at night. Not everyone always remembers, that's the thing. But this person doesn't want you to be in your power. They're trying to brainwash you to think that you don't deserve to be on your throne or to be up on a high horse. And this is not even in an egoic way for like why you're meant to be in the spot that you're in. But this person, they're not themselves, no matter whoever they are around. They're not comfortable with self. I'm hearing fake it till you make it. That this person has just faked their whole life, who they are to other people. But the person that they show when they're around you is totally different. But it's also because you see through this person. You have the eyes to see. Definitely picking up on vibes like this is someone who could be tied to even like your childhood. It could be like a childhood friend. But this whole situation, like the thing that's being highlighted is this connection to whoever this is. There's definitely a lot of wounds here from childhood. And I feel like the thing that you're needing to recognize is like this connection, you're like continuing a pattern by allowing the way that this person is treating you to treat you the way that they are, and you're not walking away. But this is also triggering like your wounds from when you were a kid. It's reminding you of that. Like you're so used to that feeling. You're so used to the emotion that comes up from these type of dynamics that you've grown accustomed to it. So it's like since you're so used to it, you may even be like addicted to it. And so like you're trying to not be in that energy anymore. Like you're trying to shift your frequency, I'm seeing. So you can end the pattern. Yeah. So like there's death right here too. Like you're trying to transform this. You're trying to put an end to this. But I also can see this too as this person trying to put it into you seeing the truth. for you seeing that this is a repeat of the patterns that you've gone through in your childhood. That's why you're able to sniff out predators, because you've already dealt with a lot of predators in your life. When you dealt with even just one predator, you already know what to look for in other people, and your body, because it keeps score, and your body, it also is intuitive too. It'll tell you based off of what you're feeling, like in your stomach and whatnot, if someone is a threat to you and if you need to separate yourself from them or not get involved with them at all. You'll feel a very unsettling feeling. You might feel fear and anxiety. You might notice that you're in fight or flight. You might feel drained. Like, there's a lot of different cues that your body will let you know when it comes to people, but you have also become so hyper vigilant because of what you've gone through. So it's like you're so used to scanning everything, scanning situations, scanning people's mannerisms. You're also paying attention to like their intonation, their cadence, like the way that they pronunciate things, the way that they speak. Like, there's a lot of things that you're paying attention to, but you're also picking up like on their energy and their emotions too. So it's like, you know, someone's lying because you're a lie detector, but it's because you could feel the lie in your body. So definitely someone here who is a sacral authority. Like, you're also very creative, and it doesn't matter where you're at. You're always going to grow. You're always going to be able to birth different things. You're always going to be able to evolve. And I think that's something else that like your team is wanting you to recognize and see when it comes to this. You're fertile, okay? You're very fertile, and you also have the fuel and the power to create. Like, you're very creative, like I mentioned before. Like, you're able to take actions on different things that helps you to move forward. Like, even though you went through what you went through, I am seeing that you do have the courage just to continue. You do have the, oh my God, I'm stuttering. You do have the courage and the strength to go after the things that you want. I feel like that's something else this person was trying to brainwash and condition you to stop doing, is to not have authority over your own self, your own life, and taking action. Like, they didn't want you to be in your masculine energy, but you have a healthy balance of both masculine and feminine here. This person was really trying to take you out of your power. This is definitely someone who abuse you. I hate to say this too, and I'm not trying to freak anyone out, so trigger warning for some of y'all. It could have been even pets that they did this to. Like, I am seeing very specifically for someone where you had a pet, and then this parent, or whomever this person is, did something to said pet. For some of you guys, this could have been someone that you dated, and they did something to your pet, and then your pet was no longer existing in this reality. I'm saying it without saying it. But yeah, you free yourself. You've been continuously freeing yourself from outdated beliefs. You've been releasing negative thought patterns, but it's like this person was trying to get you stuck in that. This person may have created this, but it's like you've done a lot to overcome this, and you've transformed, and that's why you're the Empress. You're the Empress, you're King of Wands, you're the freaking Emperor, and on top of that, like, we got the Chariot right here. Like, what they did, they don't even realize they made you powerful. Okay? Like, you are unstoppable. Now, don't get me wrong, you still get those triggers that come in that makes you doubt yourself, but again, you move with courage. You still take action anyway, because you're like, well, F that. Yeah, I went through that. Yeah, I experienced that. Yes, I'm scared. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to charge forward, and I'm going to take action on this anyway. Let's just see what happens. And I think it's because you've recognized that the universe meet you halfway. So when you're saying that you want something, and then you shift your frequency to become that, and your nervous system is relaxed enough to be able to receive what you're wanting, man. And see, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that people don't realize when it comes to manifestation. It's not that your manifestations aren't working, but here's the thing. If you have a certain type of belief system, and you're not able to hold that within your body because your nervous system doesn't feel comfortable and your sacral's like feeling uncomfortable, you're not going to be able to manifest that and bring it in. That's not to say that you can't manifest what you want, because you can. But there's so many different things that you have to put in terms of doing this, like you have to work on your self-concept. You have to also work on rewiring your subconscious beliefs. You have to also do things to try to regulate your nervous system as well. I mean, there's different things that you're having to do. I mean, you also have the aspects where you're imagining that that state is already what it is. But it's like, if you don't believe those things, it's not going to happen. So it's like, you could be someone that's like, okay, well, I, make $100,000 a month. But if your nervous system doesn't like that feeling and it feels unfamiliar, but then also you're having a doubt, the doubt in your mind, like, oh, well, this could never happen. It's not going to happen. So one thing that you can be able to do to up your manifestation abilities, start with something small. Start with something small that your nervous system feels comfortable with. Match that frequency. Become that version that has that thing. And you'll notice things will be aligning for you. Okay? Start from there. And you'll see where that goes. But I feel like a lot of you guys have already kind of cracked the code on this. Because you realize, like, another thing I'm picking up on is, like, you realize you had to liberate yourself. No one else could liberate you. You've had to constantly be by yourself. And I do feel like you also ran into a lot of people, a lot of unsavory characters that were trying to keep you stuck. Like, I feel like this whole thing with, like, control and people trying to have control over you, I feel like this has been a constant theme in your life. And it's like the way that these people came at you, it's not even just control. It's like they kept constantly throwing things at you. Like, you just kept getting attack after attack after attack. And you're just like, oh my God. And so it's like you were mentally trapped at one point, but you're working through this. But these people have kept you in your own mental prison for a long time because you didn't realize you could free yourself. Because again, you're a liberator, but you got to realize you can liberate yourself. No one else can save you. No one else can liberate you except for yourself. And no one likes to hear that, but that's the honest truth. It's not fun hearing that everything is on your shoulders and to have all this pressure and you're just like, oh my God, okay, so you're telling me that only I'm the person who can change and shift things in my life and heal? Yeah, only you. No one else can do this for you. Now, you could align opportunities for yourself for things and then also, like, manifest people who can help you. But even still, like, you're still the main person that has to do the work because what do you see in the mirror every single day? You're the person who hangs out with yourself more than anybody else. This was a cycle that you were in for a long, long time. And a lot of it had to do with, like, your stability, you trying to pour into, like, you've had to learn to pour in yourself, but you kept pouring into these people and you kept wondering, like, why these people kept surpassing you. But what you didn't realize, it was your energy that you were giving them because you were helping them to be able to manifest things in their lives. These people could have even gotten addicted to your energy and became like addicts. And that's another reason why they kept coming at you too, because they're like, you were my energy source. You need to come back here. But yeah, you were pouring into them and wanting them to succeed and all these other things. But then you realize that they didn't have the same love and support for you as you did for them. And so, like, it was like this big shattering moment where the glass broke. And then you were starting to see things truly for what it was for the first time. And like this person, you see the patterns. You're seeing it for what it is. You're seeing how this is repeating a pattern for you. You recognize that, so like you put it into this. And I'm hearing you don't have to go back to that. A lot of you guys are fearful of that happening. Like, that still is a fear in the back of your mind, but you don't have to go back to this person. You've already deadened the situation. That's another thing too. You're able to lay down the law. I already told you that you're a sovereign. That means that you're able to declare what it is that you want, and that will be law. Because it's law for your reality. Okay? So forget the 3D stuff. Know that that's past stuff. Realize that you still have the power to create because you're always manifesting all the time anyway. So all the stuff that you're seeing in your 3D that's bothering you, focus on the things that you want. Don't be focusing all the time on that stuff. Now, obviously, there's certain responsibilities you have to take care of, so you have to learn to balance that also. But they could have been gossiping about, like, your money as well. Because, like, we also have, like, the Page of Swords right here, too. I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck at this point. But, yeah, this contract really put you through the ringer. And no matter how many times they try to knock you off your feet, you always landed on all four toes, just like a cat. You're agile like a cat. So it's like no matter what they did, you were always able to overcome it. And like that's something that this person really does not like about you. Like I'm hearing that they hate this about you. But what you're meant to recognize with this is that is a superpower. The fact that like no matter what people do to you, you will still be able to rebuild. You will still be able to grow. You will still be able to manifest the things that you want. And it's because you're the Empress and the freaking Emperor, okay? But yeah, this person was definitely gossiping. That's what I saw when I split the deck. They're gossiping about this new beginning that you're having without them because they're not liking the fact that you're not in their life anymore and they can't control you anymore, but they also don't know what's going on in your life. So, I mean, they could be trying to find ways to try to spy on you or stalk you as well because they need to know what's going on. But really, it's just so they could be able to have access to you in some way, just so they could still try to get some form of your energy in some way. Yes, people will do that. They went through a tower moment. So something collapsed and shattered, not just on y'all's end, but for this person as well. Okay, it's the fact that you really truly are going to receive your wish fulfillment. Your wishes will be fulfilled. The things that you've been wanting and you've been putting the energy into and investing in, you're going to get it. Yeah, now this person's feeling bored. They feel very imbalanced and unstable right now. And they're still stuck in the past. Now they're the ones that's reminiscing about you guys being in their life and them taking from you and them having control over you. But they're also seeing things from a different perspective. But I don't really feel like it's out of remorse because let's be real, I'm hearing this person doesn't even have a freaking soul. Wow, possession is what I'm hearing. This person's stuck though because they can't see outside of the perspective that they have. Yeah, your intuition told you to stop collaborating with this person, stop building with them, and build in secret. And so that's what you've been doing. You've been moving strategically. You've been cutting off this person and having the strength. Because I do feel like at one point you wanted to come back. And it's because you love this person. You have a big heart. You're compassionate. You give a lot of people chances. And also because like you wanted this person to win too. You wanted them to win also. You wanted them to have victory. You wanted them to have victory over their blockages that they have, and you thought that if you loved them enough, it would change them and it would make things better, but it didn't. It really didn't. And yeah, you cut them straight cold off. You're like, nope, no contact. I'm not contacting them anymore. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, like there's times I miss them or I wonder if they're fine or if they would have changed, but you had to stay strong through it and keep moving forward, even through all the different pain that was coming up for you to process at the end of this relationship. Because like you really loved this person. You really did. But that's the difference, though. You actually have the capacity to actually love someone. This person doesn't because they're not at that level. So I'm going to get some advice, but I also want to say this because this is coming through also. They wanted to be the judge and juror of your life. Okay? And this person could have even used the law against you or criminal authority against you. Like I'm seeing that there's something corrupt that was going on there, like lying to a judge or paying a judge off or lying to the police. Like there's some type of circle here where a lot of these people in these positions of power are connected with one another. Like they have a whole network. So I don't feel like this was just, you know, something that just happened when you're a kid. Okay, so pretty much what I'm picking up on is like, it's like a parasitic network, but it's like this has been happening to your whole life because these beings kept trying to come after you. That's pretty much what it is. Okay, let me go ahead and get the advice. So the advice is continue doing what you're doing because you are actually paying attention to your dreams. Definitely continue to write them down because there's a lot of information that's going to be coming to you soon on like your next steps. Okay. They're wanting you to embrace your masculine. A lot of you guys still feel really uncomfortable to be in this energy, in this role, especially when it comes to like you standing up for yourself and defending yourself. It feels so uncomfortable because it's so foreign, but I'm hearing you're doing a good job. Keep going. Do not allow that guilt and that shame to eat at you and make you feel bad because you are having boundaries and you're telling people no. It's okay for you to do that. That's a form of self-care and self-love. And a lot of you guys are not really exactly having trouble with embracing spirit because you are so tapped in. But I think what you're not recognizing either, though, is you're so tapped in and you're in alignment so much to the point that you're not recognizing you're in alignment. And so you're thinking because of the way that things are happening, what you're going through, that, oh, well, I don't know where I'm going. I'm confused, even though you've been following your intuition this whole time, but you're not realizing that you're going exactly where you need to go. So continue following your inner compass, okay? I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. If it resonates with you, feel free to like the video. Until then, peace, you guys.